Hello everyone, Meteorologist Jeremy Baker here on this Tuesday morning, a foggy Tuesday morning for many of us. If you're following along, feel free to ask any questions or say anything. I'm following along on Facebook. All right, so it was a foggy start to the day. We had a dense fog advisory for our southern counties, but now things are slowly clearing out, but we have a lot of gray. You can see it right here. Morgan's Wonderland Camp, I think that's a little bit of blue in the sky there. Skycam looking gray, San Antonio Airport, Calaveras Lake, all a dreary start to the day, but we should tap into some sunshine later on today. All right, here's the pollen count. Mount Cedar, it's back to heavy. It did go down over the weekend. It's bounced back up to heavy. If you count 1350, nowhere near what it was early in the weekend, thankfully. Molds are still light. The count there, 210. All right, we've got 68 degrees right now for San Antonio. The average high this time of year is in the low 60s. So that tells you how warm it already is today. Stinson at 67. The dew point's at 63. The dew point is a measure of moisture in the atmosphere. The closer that is to the actual air temperature, the higher the humidity and the less moisture, the less moisture the air can take in. So because it's so close to the actual air temperature, we've got a humidity of 84%, and it was a lot higher earlier. We just saw a plane fly there. It was a lot higher earlier though. That's why we had humidity closer to 100. West winds are at 3. We hope to kick those up later on today to help get rid of that. All right, so you can see here we are, the visibility, much improvement from even, say, 2 hours ago. We had some areas with 0 visibility. Carrizo Springs was one of those. Still 1.25 mile, but definitely improvement. Victoria up to 2 mile visibility. Pleasanton 2.5. San Antonio not bad, 8 mile visibility. So the fog is lifting. Eventually the skies will clear out somewhat during the afternoon. So temperatures, we got a wide range in those. Rock Springs 72, George West 74, a lot of 60s in between. 63 in Bernie, 61 Del Rio, Rock Springs 72 though, and Junction at 55. So Junction's the cool spot, which is pretty typical. All right, let's get to that radar. There's nothing to be seen there. We have a lot of cloud cover up there, but those are not rain-bearing clouds. We need the moisture at all levels of the atmosphere. We're just not getting it right now. Here's the water vapor imagery. We look at this to see where storm systems are and also where the moisture is, or where it's lacking. Where we have the orange color in the Gulf of Mexico, that's an area of high pressure, dry air underneath it, but we're stuck kind of in between high and low pressure here. You see a lot of gray sky over Texas. The brighter whites and blues, that's where you see most of the moisture, or more of the moisture. We don't have a lot of that until you get to the panhandle, so we're just socked in with these clouds that just aren't going to make any rainfall quite yet. Here's the futurecast. This is the graph model. It starts you out at 4 this afternoon. See the clock in the corner? And notice most of us are well into the 80s by 4 o'clock this afternoon. A lot of the cloud cover is gone, so I'm thinking it'll be a tale of 2 days. The morning, clouds, fog, mild. The afternoon, warm, sunny, and just nice. A little humid this afternoon though. As we head into tomorrow, we're pretty much just going to hit the repeat button. Mostly cloudy in the morning, patchy dense fog, again south of San Antonio and east of San Antonio, the highest chance for dense fog. And temperatures starting out in the upper 40s, low 50s in the hill country, 50s and low 60s for the rest of South Texas. And then for the rest of the day, we get rid of some of the cloud cover again. We'll call it mostly sunny to partly cloudy tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures once again, upper 70s, low 80s for highs. But in the afternoon tomorrow, we could see a very isolated shower. I'm thinking most of us will stay dry, but there could be a stray one here and there. And then as we head towards Thursday, the rain chances go up a little bit more. Once again, cloud cover in the morning, maybe a little patchy fog. How'd that happen? And temperatures Thursday morning mostly pretty much where they were today in the 50s and 60s. Let's go back to that. Here we go. Well, we're going to go through this again. So again, cloud cover tomorrow morning, patchy fog. By the end of the day, a little more sun. And then Thursday, we'll have that increased cloud cover and a slightly higher chance for rain in the afternoon. Only about 20%. It's better than 10% like we have tomorrow. We'll take what we can get. We need the rainfall, though. Here's the drought report. This was mid-September. Extreme to exceptional drought conditions in parts of Bexar County down towards Medina County also, and over towards Del Rio. Now, how are we looking? Unfortunately, no exceptional drought except when you get to the Rio Grande. Much of our area, though, under extreme drought conditions, unfortunately, south of Corpus Christi, Bexar County, Medina, most of our southern counties. So we need the rainfall, and unfortunately, you'll see the 14-day, there are not great chances anytime soon. And by great, I mean anything over like 30%. So here's the forecast for today. We had the clouds and fog early this morning. We still have it now. Started out in the low 60s. We'll end up in the upper 70s by noon. We should have about, I'd say, a mix of clouds and sunshine by noon. By the end of the day, partly cloudy to mostly sunny. And we'll have a temperature of 83 for your daytime high. Hey, Terry Bush, how are you doing? Good to hear from you. I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for saying hi. North-northeast winds later on today could get a little breezy. That'll help to clear us out too. This evening, after we go up to 83, we'll drop down to about the mid-70s by the middle of the evening. It'll be a mild evening, partly cloudy to start. Clouds will increase through the overnight. Sunset 5:50 now, and that's going to be continue getting later now that we've moved officially into winter. All right, here's your 14-day. We had a weather impact alert for the first half of today. That has now expired, so that's gone. The rest of the day, decreasing cloud cover 83 and becoming breezy. Very tiny chance for rain tomorrow, but a better chance Thursday, a slightly better chance Friday. High temperatures do go down to the 70s Friday. And then a cold front comes through early Saturday, Friday night to take out the rain chances, bring back cooler weather, back to winter-like temperatures. 64 for a high on Saturday, 59 Sunday. And then we warm up through most of next week, back to the mid to upper 70s by next Friday. And then we cool back down with a cold front with lack of rainfall, though, for the next weekend. So unfortunately, not a whole lot to add to that rainfall total. This year is starting out dry, and it looks like it's going to stay that way for a little while. I'll have more under weather today on Ken's 5 News at noon, and let's see. Someone will have your news. I'm not sure who that is. I believe it might be Sarah Fergani, but we'll have your news and weather then. All right, hope to see you then, guys. Oh, Terry, one more time for Terry. In person, I'd love to meet you too sometime. I'll have to see what kind of Ken's 5 events there are and let you know. Definitely would love to meet you soon, Terry, and I hope you have a great day. Enjoy the sunshine once it comes out. It better come out. All right, bye, guys.